We have to. As a mother, I don't care where your child comes from. I don't know if I don't care if she's from Sweden. I don't care if she's from the Congo. I don't care if she's from Palestine, Israel. I don't care if she's from the Caribbean, America. If your child is being harmed and it is right in front of me, I will do my best, my 1000% to protect her or him. That's just, that's my directive. Like, I came from that kind of healthiness. There isn't anything like what happened in Iraq when 9/11 happened, and we know that that was a setup, okay? So they create a diversion to give them an excuse to go into another country and genocide the people. No one talks about the devastation that Iraq and Kuwait had experienced in Afghanistan from the hands of United Fakes and other countries who supported it. No one talked about the amount of people that were devastated, just traumatized, trauma programming, how depressed they were. Nobody talks about that. War isn't war. You can't be in a war with the people who can't protect themselves from you. That's not a war. That's called genocide. If you have a group of people that have absolutely zero defenses and you are weaponizing all of your amazing technology, it's because you're a genocidal maniac. You're using an excuse to go in and kill people because you wanted to do that anyway. Okay? Don't get me started, y'all. I'm gonna get all round up. Okay? I won't be supporting anything. Okay? Quiet Weapons for Quiet Wars. Yeah, absolutely. It's a great book. But anyway, y'all, I don't want to get amped up. Just listen, I am an actor. This is a skit. I'm a comedic. This is not true. I am anti-zero. There isn't anything that you could say. This isn't a hateful video. This is a truthful video. And this is a video that every single channel should talk, they should talk about the same topics. But the reason why they don't is because they're playing it safe, because they don't want their channels infiltrated. They don't want their little money to go away. But guess what? I'm about this life. Oh yes, Matt, is the supplements. You shouldn't be taking any supplements. If you take supplements, it needs to be sold from another country, that they aren't, that the water source is healthy. And also, remember, all your medications are coming from Chinois. Big up to Marie. We didn't know that. We were on Zoom, and I found out from Marie that the actual medications, most of our medications are coming from Chinois' neck of the woods. Okay? Yeah, that's coming from the neck of the woods. So all of a lot of times I think Paris told this. Paris at one point, Paris from the group had said this before. I think there was one of what is it? Gosh, what was it? You know, when you take it when you're pregnant, one of those was like infiltrated. It was a company. I don't know. I forgot what it was. But Nature's Way, I think it was Nature's Way or something. I forgot. Paris had mentioned that. I don't remember what it was. But there's a lot of vitamins that have a lot of chemicals in it and metals. So I forgot what it was. So this is my thing. The best thing that you could take are fresh fruits and vegetables that you grow yourself, or go for places and farms that have a lot of integrity. There's not much you can get out of. If you're feeling sick, get the heck out of the country. If you're feeling really sick and your body is fighting you more than you fighting it, then you need to leave and give yourself a little reprieve. Because a lot of times what you don't realize, like I realized when I didn't do the wheats, I got the wheats. Nature's Bounty. Thank you, Empress. Nature's Bounty. When I wasn't feeling well and I took out the wheat and the coffee that was ground, I felt better. So it's important for everyone to say, like, listen, the United States is taken over, y'all. And it is taken over by nefarious foreigners that are trying to kill the people who are from the States. This is a loop, y'all. We're in a simulation, and the simulation is going back through a loop. Remember when we had the colonizers come here and kill off the Indians? Well, now we're the Indians, okay? So now the colonizers came in, the Chinois and the others, the host of others, have come in here to kill us off, okay? It's a cylindrical pattern. We're in a program. It's just going in a loop. Now we're the natives that they're trying to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? We in that territory now. If you stay long enough, you end up being on the reciprocation end. You know what I'm saying? Get out. If you're not feeling well, I always say, like, one of our sea stars went over to Jamaica. Another sea star went over to, like, over to Colombia. Get yourself some fresh air and some good food. If you're feeling really sick, if you're feeling unwell, I always say take a break. Mexico has some wonderful places. Let me say this. I know that they're demonizing Mexico, and not all Mexicans are cartel. I'm not saying there's not a lot of that, but you cannot demonize Mexico when you can't demonize your own country. We got the biggest cartel called the United States government up in this piece. You cannot talk about the cartel in Mexico when you can't even acknowledge your government is the cartel here. Okay, so stop vilifying Mexico for the very thing that your country, and your country is the one using everything. So stop it. Mexico, gratefully, is a safe place. You can go there. There are beautiful places. Some of the most magnificent people I've met in Mexico. If you want to go to get a little reprieve, go to a place, don't go and do drugs and so on, because you're going to invite the demons to you. But go and have a good time and get yourself, just come and get yourself a little fresh air, some good food, and some really beautiful people. A lot of the abuelas that are from Mexico, big to our Mexicanos, have a lot of the old ways. Also, if you're pregnant and you want to have healthy babies, giving birth in a lot of places where they have the best midwives in Mexico, the best. And Colombia has a few, then take a little bit and take time abroad, okay? It will just give you reprieve. If you don't feel like going into South America, Africa has some plenty of countries that are beautiful. The Caribbean still has some beautiful places. In Jamaica, one of our girlfriends was just, Haru said they were in Jamaica too. They were just in Jamaica, had a wonderful time in the grill. Caribbean islands still before the pole shift, it's a wonderful place. And also like New Iceland, Norway, Holland, big up to Sweden. Those are places that have really fresh air, really good food, healthy food. So if you're feeling like you're being inundated, this is just my recommendation, maybe because I'm a Sag, I travel a lot, I come from foreign people. Take a little break with you and your children, your husband, and go take a little break somewhere else to get your body back together, okay? So there's places in Europe you could still go to. Europe has some magnificent places. They have more standards on health requirements with food that they distribute to their people, because they're not trying to kill everybody off. Go and take a little break and save up a little money. Go in and get your endocrine system, healthy again. Go and do something that brings health back to your body again, okay? And you'll think a little more rationally. So you don't have to go into South America if you don't feel comfortable, but you can also go to Europe. And some of you in northern part of Europe, also and also for some of you who are scared, who are in the northern hemisphere, northeast, you can also go into Canada. Canada, though it has Trudeau, which is a devil of mass destruction, it doesn't mean you aren't able to go into Montreal. I love Montreal and Quebec. It's very cold right now. I wouldn't say now, but you can go into, Canada doesn't have as many chemicalization of their food, and a lot of places don't have chemtrails. You can go and drive over the border. I've done it from Vermont. I love Vermont. Drove over the border and go over and spend a little time in Montreal, Quebec. I love that because I'm francophonic, so maybe I have a preference to going to a French part, but you can also go to the other part. So just to get a little bit of a break so that you aren't chemtrail. The chemtrails are messing with your endocrine system, and also you need fresh food and fresh water. If you go into countries where they aren't inundated with tons of chemicals in their water, you will have, your system can recover. If you can't, you have to take breaks. If you're going to stay in the United States, listen, we're in a war right now, and it's about to kick off. When the Chinois go buck wild, you may not even be able to leave. I don't even know if they'll take our passports. But for now, you can do so. Take your family and take them out and get a little bit of reprieve, okay? There are countries that still have healthiness. Not every country is at war, okay? And, like I said, you can go places and just get a little bit of a break from your family and yourself. Go get some fresh water, peace, and just, recover. Because you in all I were. If you're going to stay for the war, you got to be in shape. Like, I'm working out. I like to be thick. I like to, enjoy food, and everything. But we have to be prepared. I'm a mother. I'm the matriarch in my family. I am the stand for my tribe. I have to be the healthiest, mind, body, and spirit. And I have to be able to, I can't just talk about it. I got to be about it. I got to be a great example for my children as well. So, you know what I mean? So I just suggest you do the same. So just get a little bit of a break, y'all. Okay. And do your research on the different companies. There are some great companies in the Midwest that do sell non-infiltrated food that aren't putting, yes, pine needle tea is very good too. You can make that. It's really good for you. You could get meats that aren't pumped with cucarachas. They don't put shots in them. They aren't feeding them soy and corn. You can go and it's a lot costly because a lot of moms will say they can't afford it. But if you can do your hair and get fake eyelashes and fake nails, then you could, it's all priorities. I'm not doing my hair. I cut my hair. I don't do my hair. I'm not doing nails. I'm not putting makeup on, a master structure. I'm not putting eyelashes on. So the money that I normally would spend to do all those things, that's extra for me to spend on my family and myself. So it's your priorities. So if your priority is to look, to do all that stuff, then of course you're not going to be able to afford it because your priority is just to, look like something. Because when the pole shift comes, you're not going to be able to wear all that stuff. So why not prioritize? And also a healthy body, you don't need to put fake stuff on. When you're healthy, your skin should be clear. When you're healthy, your hair should be healthy. You shouldn't have to wear fake eyelashes when you have beautiful eyelashes. Actually, long eyelashes are really for males. Males are the ones who usually, in our species of human, males are the ones who usually have longer eyelashes. So that's really a transsexual trend. You know that, right? Really, that's in itself. Like men generally, genetically, that's who usually has longer eyelashes. I mean, you could always have it, but I'm saying if you stop putting on fake stuff and just eating well, because take the money and put it into good, healthy food, you won't even have to wear fake eyes, fake eyelashes and hair and stuff because you'll look healthy. Okay? Oh, people put that stuff on when they're not healthy. When you walk around and stuff, like this woman said one time, like, I don't like Fleur Brun because she doesn't wear makeup. Well, because you're a freaking man. The only person who would say that channel who said that about me, oh, I don't like women who don't wear makeup because you're a freaking trans man pretending you're a woman and a housewife, fooling everybody, acting like you're a woman, a housewoman, giving people advice on how to take advantage of men because you're a man trying to be a woman. So of course you're going to say you don't like women that look natural because that makes you look fake. Because if every natural woman who is genetically a woman stopped wearing makeup, y'all wouldn't even have a place. You only have a place mark because women are wearing makeup. But if natural women, it just genetically, fully 1000% women stop wearing makeup, y'all wouldn't even exist. Okay? So that's why you didn't like me. Keep it real. If you want to be a man, be a man. But don't tell people you're a woman and a housewife when really you're a man. They know who I'm talking about. Okay? Don't play games. Don't criticize people for being natural and being a woman. If I was doing what's that stuff? Ozempic. Someone's like, oh, well, at least I'm not pumping Ozempic in me because I'm not squared up looking like this, looking like I'm sick. I'm just natural. Listen. And if I have to work out, I got to work out. I don't mind going and working out, getting myself in shape. It is what it is. If you start doing stuff like that, Ozempic and stuff, you messing with your eggs. If some of you don't have children yet, refrain from doing stuff with drugs. Because if you have eggs in you and you haven't had your children yet, you're basically messing up your egg stock. Women, we have all our eggs inside of us. So just know that when you take Ozempic and drugs and cocaine and what is that? Governmental marijuana, Ozempic, whatever the heck they're doing, what all that stuff is, you're messing up your eggs. You want to have healthy babies, and then you wonder when the babies come, they'd be like, oh, wow, because we got to, I'm not young. I'm not having any more children. I'm not young anymore. I had all my children, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Be the change you want to see in the world. Get the name out your system. Birth control and so on, yeah. You look 50s, look like you're in your 30s. You're supposed to golden. That's why your name is golden. Yeah, you are supposed to. Aging is a disease. You know that, right? Aging is a dis-ease. You aren't supposed to age. You don't see lions turning gray. You don't see dogs. There's some dogs that do turn gray. But you don't see dogs. Now, they atrophy a little bit. They start moving a little faster. They get a little slower. But they don't turn, they don't look, you don't see lions. Like a lion could be older. The only way you know they're older is because they look a little skinnier or they look differently. But you're not supposed to age. Aging is a disease. People who age the quickest are now natural. They're GMOs. Those are probably NPCs or GMO people. GMO people don't last as long. People are genetically homogenized, like they're generations of homogenized people. They're not natural, so they age quicker. Those are the ones who pumping on them those age things, like those age creams and all that stuff, because they got to do that because they don't last. People who are natural look the same. Okay, they look the same from the time they're 20 to the time they're usually 60 and 70. Only a little bit of difference, maybe gravity a little bit, but that's about it. You aren't supposed to age like that. Aging is a byproduct of our exposure to the surface of all these chemicals, and then also all of this food that's being genetically homogenized. It's destroying the way our bodies, our bodies are fighting themselves all the time. That's why it's actually good to fast. When we fast, we talk about fasting. It's very good to fast every once in a while. If your body's kind of, sunscreen isn't good, but some people need it. So if you do sunscreen, remember there's a lot of chemicals in it. You could do beaver. What is it? I love beaver. What's it called? Something beaver. Beaver's a good one for those who are very fair skinned who need sunscreen. You could do, what is it called? What is a beaver on? What's the name of I always share this. I bought it for, it's called Beaver. I forgot the whole name. It's called something Beaver. Or you can use aloe. Aloe's really good. Aloe's really good for the skin. If you're fair skin and you require something on your layer on your skin, aloe vera is amazing on your skin. Fresh aloe vera. Always have that aloe vera plant around and you put it on your skin. It's a great protective. So you can do that. There's a lot of ways you can kind of protect your skin. You can do a little bit. I like to use a little bit of clay. Like you could do a little clay if I'm going somewhere because my skin looks like clay. I have clay. My skin looks like a copper clay. So I usually take, like, when you see my face, it's not so shiny because I get shiny. I take tallow is really good. I like tallow. I take a little bit of clay and I like to put it, like, how you, like the women, Asian women use like rice powder. I use clay and I put clay on my skin. My skin loves the clay. It eats it up. When I was in Brazil though, big ups my Brazilians. Tudo bem? Tudo bom. I like to, in Brazil, they have this red clay, and also in Atlanta, you guys do too. But in Brazil, we were driving around in dirt all the time, especially in Bahia. Bahia is beautiful, but in Bahia, they have this red dirt, and I would always drive and get dirt on my skin, and it made my skin like so magnetic. It was so beautiful. Like I was like, I crave like that type of clay too. So I love clay on the skin. Yafi, you guys have great clay over in Israel's neck of the woods. You guys have like the best salt scrubs. Like the Red Sea and the around that area, you guys have really good clay and salt. Really good salt for the skin. I love, 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 love it. Okay, so those are great things. I love clay on the skin. So if you have, even if you're fair skin, get like a whitish, get like a clearish, like Dead Sea salt. I love Dead Sea salt. But get like a little clay if you're fair skin and just put it on your skin. My grandmother was very fair skin with red hair. So gingers, y'all burn. My grandmother, yeah, isn't it crazy? My grandmother was very redhead. So she used to put like a really beautiful clay. It was like a nice, what was it? Oh God, it's a French name for it. I forgot. Where's my Frenchies? It's like a French clay, but it's like very whitish. She used to put it on her skin because she used to get molds, and she put it on her skin. Looked so nice. It almost gave her a matte look. I forget. It's a French clay. My Frenchies may know what it is. It's old fashioned too. She used to do it, and her skin just looked really nice, really nice. She had you gingers, whether you're brown gingers or lunar gingers, you guys. It might have been a kaolin clay. Maybe she used it. It might have been that. But gingers, you guys burn very much. So it's because your skin is very sensitive. You got that copper hair. It could be the catalyst thing. So just make sure you cover your skin with clay. So I like clay and I like aloe vera for skin. If you're somewhere where the sun is really, really, because remember, we have the sun simulator. I can't even say that our sun is real anymore, y'all. We got different versions of the sun. You got sun that doesn't burn and you got sun that burns. So you need to put a little bit on your skin because whatever's out here, the radiation, you should. Oh, the Dead Sea malt, the mud. Yes, yes. That's really good. What happened in the Bronx, Shadow? Yo, Shadow, what happened in the Bronx? BX, that's 13X. Yo, Shadow, that's 13X, right? B is for 13 and then X. So that's another X. Something may happen in the Bronx too. What happened in the Bronx? Shadow, what happened? Goddess, it's something beaver. I'm waiting for On to tell me. I don't know if On's back or work. I use it beaver. I bring it with me certain places. I have a little one that's a little more fair skin. Her skin is a little more fair. If we don't have aloe vera, I use that one. Arizona, Ray asked, Ra asked if Arizona is a cool spot. Arizona has some decent spots there. I'm not opposed to Arizona. No, for the pole shift, you know, it doesn't have a extreme anything extreme happening in Arizona, in parts of Texas. So I think if you stay a little more, what is that? Is that more north or south? I don't know where it is. If you go a little bit further in, like not Sedona, but a little further in, it's really a beautiful place to go. And if it sits well with you, if you do your astrocartography and you do well in Arizona, I really like Arizona. I like the people in Arizona. Oh wait, Shadow King says the working of the plan was reached retroactive. It never happened. Oh, something happened? Something was about to go down? Green Beaver? No, it's called something Beaver. Where's On? On, are you here? I think On's at work. It's called, I'll put the name on afterwards. It's called something Beaver, y'all. Oh, gosh. I wish I could remember. It's really good. I love their company. Oh, I wish I, oh, God. If On's in here, if not, I'll put the name later, y'all. Just remind me the name, because I'll put it. I have it inside. I carry it sometimes. Like if we're going to South America and it's really hot, I always carry it. I have a fairer skin. Wait, On, put it in the thing, On. Text me the name. On is texting me now. On, text me the name of the beaver thing. I'll tell you, Sea Stars. Yeah, Arizona is really quite lovely. I told you about the in Sedona, the rocks eat your pain, eat your sadness. They eat it. So you can go there and clear yourself in Sedona. I told you, remember when I was there? It eats your pain. Actually, we're going to take a drive there one of these days. I got to drive over to Sedona. I love Sedona. But I don't stay there long. I let the rocks take away any sort of like anything inside that's negative. They eat it. So you want to go there for like maybe like a day or two, and then you. No, it's not beaver dust. It's not green. I don't know if it's green deep. I'm gonna give it to you. I know everybody's waiting. I'm waiting for On to tell me. I have it inside in my packed bag. Georgia is crazy. Somebody said Georgia's crazy. She's talking about DMX. Who's talking about DMX? DMX. Where the wood, where the hood at? Da-da-da. Listen, I love men from the Bronx. I have a thing. It's like a thing. Oh, let me stop. We're going on to your daughter eats red dirt. Red dirt is. I like the way it tastes when I was in Brazil. It goes on me. Yeah, I like during my pregnancy. I like to eat. It's the weirdest thing. I like to eat sand. I know it's crazy. I like to eat sand and there was something else I really liked the last pregnancy. I like sand, and there was something else I liked. I like tomatoes a lot with my last pregnancy. I like tomatoes, a lot of tomatoes. I'm talking about a lot of tomatoes, like fresh tomatoes. What else? I like sand, and it was something else that I could not stop eating. I forgot what it was. Yeah, you know, it's a form of pica. Yeah, so during a pregnancy, I crave sand. I ate it for like a while. I know it sounds crazy, y'all. Sounds insane. I like the taste of sand when I was pregnant. You get weird kinds of pica things when you're lacking. So, and when I went and redid my things in Colombia, I actually changed something and I stopped craving sand. The sand stopped when I forgot when it was. I took something else. I started eating something else. And I stopped craving the sand. But I changed something. I forgot what I was eating. It was tomatoes and sand. Yeah, pregnancy does some weird. The best that food ever tastes is when you're pregnant. Ooh, I love food when I'm pregnant because it tastes like nothing you could ever. Tagine. Oh, I know it's terrible. Tagine, you remember that, Susie? Oh, tagine on the tomatoes every day. I would just eat it. Like I had to stop eating tomatoes because I thought I was going to turn orange or red. It was crazy. I just love the way it tastes, and I like sand. Yeah, I tried to eat something else, but I couldn't get it out my system. It cracked my tooth. You know that, right? It's crazy. Pregnancy is one of those most humbling things. Coconut oil on face protects it from sunburn. Yeah, badger. It's badger. That's what it is. Sharian found it. Badger. That's badger. Yeah, it's by Badger. Sorry, it's badger. That's the name. Badger. It has that's why I thought it was beaver. It's badger. Thank you, Sharian Jackman. It's badger, y'all. Sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, it's badger. Yeah, that's it. Badger. You saw it? Okay, sorry about that. It's badger. Why did I think it was a beaver? Badger. There you go. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for getting it. Yeah, I love it. It's really good. Coconut oils are good. I'm allergic to the coconut in the United Fakes. It did something to me, but that could have to do with something that happened. That's another thing. Anyway, y'all, I could talk to you for days. Anybody have any more questions? Because you write me questions. Anybody want to ask me a question about something? I'm going to go. I need to eat something. Now I'm craving tomatoes. I like to say such a badger. Yeah, badger's it. Get the stronger one. If you have very fair skin, get that. They have integrity. I already vetted it out, so they have great integrity. Unless somebody else bought the company within the last 6 months, because I always vet things every 6 months. I vet out a company. I'm about that life. I vet out companies every 6 months, because every 6 months they'll change something up, so you won't know. It's Badger. It's Badger, y'all. Is GA Georgia safe for during reset? I don't think Georgia's unsafe as far as pole shift, as far as physically, but the inception, they're coming for Georgia. Remember, it's not, the pole shift isn't just the issue. It's not the pole shift. It's the people. It's the enemies that are going to come for the smart cities that are going to be set up. So it's not that Georgia's unsafe physiologically for pole shifts, pole shifts are moving rock or the plates. It's because of the smart city and the infiltration that's going to come to Georgia. So that's all. That's why it is. So Georgia has a lot, is beautiful, but they coming for Georgia. I know that for a fact. It's not going to be safe because Xinhua and the League of Doom, they got plans for Georgia. That's why they got the smart city set up for there. Because when everything's said and done, remember, it's not, the pole shift is one thing, but they got pandemics set up. They got disease X. They got all kinds of, Ebola coming out their butt, Ebola coming out the eyes. They got everything. So they got the setup. They want you to have a reason to go and they want to have a reason to call you into their smart cities. And how is that going to happen? They got to create a pandemic or a purge where all this violent, all the criminals start getting buck wild. That's what they're going to do. So that's why it isn't safe. And I know people waiting for meet and greets. I don't do that anymore. I may do it, but my next conference is going to be in Brazil. I know it's going to be a while. It takes me a while, y'all, because I do it on my own. So my next UFO conference is going to be in Brazil. So save your pennies, y'all. You're going to at least have some fresh air. Okay, so it will be in Brazil. I don't know what part of Brazil yet. I don't know if I'm going to have it in Bahia or in the south of Brazil. So it's going to be in Brazil. So you know how I get down. I'm a party person. So it's going to be great, healthy food, great conversation. I've got to get some great speakers to come. I don't think it's going to be very hard to convince them to go to Brazil. Okay. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know, I think it might be post pole shift. So it might be like the VIP pole shift party, or it might be just before the pole shift. So it'll be a lot of fun. Oh my God. My dogs go crazy. It'll be a lot of fun. So people keep asking when the next conference is going to be or the meet and greet. It's definitely going to be in Brazil. Okay. So it'll be a lot of fun. I don't know when. It could be a year or even the year after. I'm not sure. Remember, I do it all on my own. There isn't any infiltration from Willy Wonka's League of Doom. A lot of my haters like to find out they're too broke and cheap to try to come to Brazil. Yes, I said it. Y'all too broken and cheap to try to come to Brazil. So y'all will all be safe. Yeah, my haters like to talk smack. They ain't making it to Brazil. If they do, they deserve to come. You know what I mean? Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun. And then we'll have music. It'll be like a week. I'll show you some great places. I'll probably it'll be a lot of fun. There's people that I want to be speakers. I gotta ship my DJ down there. I always have a DJ. That's just how I get down from. My conference is not like everybody else's conference. I gotta have music. I'm a woman of color. I'm musical. I'm Caribbean. I'm French. We gotta have music. I need to do everything with music. Okay, so, and also I do have my show that's starting for anyone who is an alien, who's in contact with aliens. If you are a reptilian, insectoid, whoever you are, a time traveler, you can contact me at gmail.com. I'm doing interviews now on the radio show, so you can come in and be a guest. I'll verify if you're telling the truth or not. So don't try to come on here and just don't talk about dreams. Do not call me if you're having dreams. I need real on time and real time alien contactees, or those who are aliens themselves, or those who were time travelers, or those who have had supernatural occurrences. But it has to be in real time. Please don't waste your time calling in talking about a dream. I'm not saying your dreams aren't valid, but I need people who are having it in real time, okay, to interview. So contact me at goddessdell@gmail.com. So y'all, I gotta go, okay? My dogs are harassing me. Fi is trying to get me to go up to take them outside, probably because Fi wants ice. Fi just obsesses with ice. You want ice? You want ice? I got a dog. Where the dogs, where the hood at? I should bark like DMX. Look at them, they're coming. They're harassing me, y'all. Oh, they're scratching me. Oh, look, they're on my back. Oh my God, I got my wolf pack. Okay, I gotta go, y'all. All right, so I'm gone. Please join me on Thursday.